Let that land for a second. Not people making $40,000 a year, people making $300,000, still financially squeezed at the end of every month. And yet, somewhere in your city, there's someone driving a 10-year-old Honda, wearing a plain t-shirt, quietly sitting on $1 million portfolio. Same country, same economy, completely opposite outcomes. So what's the difference? It's not income. It's not intelligence. It's not even opportunity. It's a decision most people never make. Today, we're breaking down why looking poor is one of the most powerful wealth strategies, the psychology that traps high earners, and how mastering this mindset builds real financial security. Welcome to the African Entrepreneur, where ideas become action, and action becomes your future. If you want content that changes how you think about money, hit like, subscribe, and stay with me, because this is going to reframe the game entirely. Section 1. The income illusion. Most people think financial stress is an income problem. Just earn more, and everything fixes itself. But reality tells a different story. There are people earning six figures who are still living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because income doesn't build wealth, behavior does. And the gap between earning money and keeping it is where most people lose the game. Section 2. The wealth illusion. Let's look at something simple. Cars. Most people assume expensive cars equals wealth, but the data flips that idea completely. A large percentage of high earners actually drive ordinary cars. And here's the twist. Most people driving luxury cars aren't wealthy. That expensive car in the driveway? It's usually not a sign of wealth. It's a sign of liability. Monthly payments, depreciation, status pressure. That's not ownership. That's obligation. Section 3. Performing success. So why do people do it? Why spend money to look rich instead of becoming rich? Because money isn't just used as a tool. It's used as a signal. Economists call it conspicuous consumption. But in simple terms, it's performing success. The car isn't just transportation. The watch isn't just telling time. The clothes aren't just for comfort. They're all broadcasts. Messages that say, look where I am. And once you start broadcasting, you can't stop. Because the audience keeps raising the standard. Section 4. The trap. Lifestyle creep. This is where things get dangerous. Not because spending increases, but because identity changes. You don't just buy better things. You start believing, this is who I am now. And suddenly, you have to maintain the lifestyle. You have to keep upgrading. You have to keep proving it. This is lifestyle creep at its worst. Not slow, explosive. Because now your spending is tied to your identity, and identity is hard to break. Section 5. The question nobody asks. Here's the real question. If looking rich costs this much, what does it take to actually be rich? Not appear rich, not feel rich, but be rich. Section 6. The real answer. The answer is simple, but not easy. Being rich requires one decision. Stop spending on the image and start building the reality. That's it. No secret strategy, no hidden formula, just a shift. From visibility to ownership, from impression to investment, quietly, consistently, without needing anyone to notice. Section 7. The Diderot Effect. Story. To understand this deeper, let's go back to 1769. A French philosopher named Denis Diderot received a gift, a beautiful scarlet robe, elegant, luxurious, expensive, far nicer than anything he owned. At first, it felt like an upgrade, but then something strange happened. The robe didn't match the rest of his life. His furniture looked cheap. His surroundings felt outdated. So he upgraded the furniture. Then the room. Then more possessions. One purchase led to another, and another, and another, until, eventually, he was drowning in spending. This is now known as the Diderot Effect. One upgrade creates a chain reaction of upgrades, and suddenly, you're not improving your life. You're chasing consistency. Section 8. Why it's so hard to escape. Here's the truth. This isn't just about money. It's psychological. Humans are wired to seek approval, compare status, avoid feeling less than. So when you see others upgrading, you feel pressure to keep up, even if it destroys your finances. Because the pain of looking behind feels worse than the pain of being broke. Section 9. The wealth builder's mindset. But the people who build real wealth, they think differently. They understand one thing. Wealth is what you don't see. It's not the car, the clothes, the lifestyle. It's the investments, the assets, the ownership. While others are spending to be seen, they're building in silence. While others upgrade appearance, they upgrade net worth. Section 10. The power of looking poor. This is where the strategy comes in. Looking poor doesn't mean being broke. It means not needing to prove anything. It means driving the car that works, wearing what's comfortable, ignoring pressure to impress, and redirecting all that saved money into things that grow, because every dollar not spent on appearance becomes a dollar working for your future. Section 11. The long-term payoff. At first, it looks like you're behind. People might underestimate you. They might even look down on you. But over time, something powerful happens. Compounding. Slow at first. Invisible, then unstoppable. And one day, the person who looked average becomes financially untouchable. Outro. So the next time you feel the urge to upgrade your lifestyle, ask yourself one question. Am I building wealth or performing it? Because the difference between those two paths is the difference between temporary validation and permanent freedom. If this changed how you think about money, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. This is the Africa Entrepreneur, and your future is built one decision at a time.